JD Vance, in one interview in Channel, confessed that I made this bat eating story for Donald Trump. This confession of JD Vance raised a lot of questions that only for US elections he raised this story and started a hatred, and people started hatred against all migrants, not the Haitians, because Haitians were blamed in the Trump speech, and JD Vance told that I am the person, this credit goes to me. He wanted to say that I investigated this story, but he told that I made up this story. And technically, he actually confessing that I made up this story for the US elections and gave point to Donald Trump to fight and to use this point in the speeches. And that was really helpful for Donald Trump. But after giving a lot of statements from J.D. Vance, double statements in 2 days, a little bit deterioration for Donald Trump campaign. I think several times they told that only migration is the topic which we can fight, and other topics definitely we are not discussing, and migration crisis will decide the president of the United States. As I was telling that Donald Trump is expert in the immigration, but mostly if you are doing this thing, if you are using the immigration, that is a hidden tactic to use in US election campaign, but to conducting interviews and confessing that we are using migration crisis to win the US election, it's not fair. And it's also not fair to make up a hatred against the migrant deliberately, synthetically. And US people now were waiting that these stories are correct or wrong. Multiple and mixed media news also confuse a lot of US citizens, because US citizens think if these news are right, we will give Donald Trump vote. If these news are not right, definitely they think that Donald Trump used to create the hatred against the genuine migrants. And the migrants, if they will be hatred by wrong way, by speaking lie, and then definitely the US citizens will think to give vote will think not to give vote to Donald Trump. They are searching, they are watching YouTube channels, they are watching social media, they are watching CNN International, who is always against Donald Trump. A lot of other channels who are in supporter of the Donald Trump, but still the JD Vance, the double statement. This is the second time he spoke, which in my opinion he must not say that I made up the story of the pet sitting against the Haitian. Remember, this story became so much viral in all channels. Animals were dancing. At one time I was very optimistic that Donald Trump was able to make viral his story, and it's looking that Donald Trump point of view is conveyed to the all stakeholders, including the national media channels. They were speaking in favor of Donald Trump or against Donald Trump, but they were not talking about Kamala Harris. They were talking only about the pets eating story of Haitians. And these stories were being popular, viral in the last days. Even now, if you will see the all social media full up of pets eating story by Haitians. And Donald Trump gave this concept, but now JD Vance confessing, accepting, I made up this story for the US elections. Amazing. Thank you.